Welcome to the Global Patriotic Diverse channel. This is your diversity platform. If you are not subscribed, please take a second or two to subscribe. Stay tuned for more content and activate your notification bell so that once we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you for the subscribers and continue subscribing, for this is an opportunity to diversify.
This is your diversity platform, the Global Patriotic Diverse channel by David Obi. The Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, has been marred by complex and protracted conflicts since the early 1990s, with a multitude of interrelated factors contributing to the instability and human suffering in the region. This narrative will outline the key intrigues shaping the DRC conflict from 1990 to 2023, focusing on political, economic, social, and regional dynamics. If you have been watching our videos or if this is your first time, please take a second to hit subscribe button, activate the notification bells so that once I produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. In the early 1990s, the DRC, then known as Zaire, witnessed a confluence of factors that set the stage for its descent into conflict. The autocratic rule of President Mobutu Sese Seko, characterized by corruption and mismanagement, led to economic decline and widespread discontent. As calls for political reform intensified, ethnic tensions and the Rwandan genocide in 1994 spilled over into the region, sparking a chain of events that would profoundly shape the DRC's future. Rwandan genocide and the rise of Laurent Desire Kabila. The Rwandan genocide, in which nearly 1 million people, primarily Tutsis, were brutally murdered, prompted a massive influx of refugees into the DRC. The Hutu militia responsible for the genocide, along with remnants of the Rwandan army, sought refuge in eastern DRC. This influx aggravated existing ethnic tensions and set the stage for a complex web of conflicts. In 1996, the First Congo War erupted as Rwanda and Uganda, dissatisfied with Mobutu's regime, supported a rebellion led by Laurent Desire Kabila. With backing from these neighboring countries, Kabila's forces swiftly advanced, capturing the capital, Kinshasa, in May 1997. Kabila assumed power, renaming the country the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Regional dynamics and the Second Congo War, 1998–2003. Kabila's rule, however, quickly soured relations with his former allies, leading to the eruption of the Second Congo War in 1998. This conflict, often dubbed Africa's World War, involved multiple African nations and numerous armed factions within the DRC. International involvement and resource exploitation. The war's complexity was compounded by the involvement of various neighboring countries, each pursuing its interests in the DRC's vast resources. Uganda and Rwanda supported rebel groups, while Angola, Zimbabwe, and Namibia intervened on the side of Kabila's government. Mineral wealth, particularly coltan, diamonds, and gold, became both a driver of the conflict and a source of funding for armed groups. The illicit exploitation of these resources fueled violence and prolonged the conflict, with devastating humanitarian consequences. Humanitarian crisis and sexual violence. The Second Congo War exacted a heavy toll on civilians. Mass displacement, human rights abuses, and widespread sexual violence marked this dark chapter. The war created fertile ground for the proliferation of rebel groups, each vying for control over resource-rich territories. Transition period and continuing challenges, 2003–2018. The formal end of the Second Congo War in 2003 did not herald an era of lasting peace. Instead, the DRC entered a phase marked by fragile stability, persistent violence, and the emergence of new challenges. Transition period and weak governance. A transitional government was established in 2003, incorporating various political factions. However, weak governance, corruption, and a lack of capacity to address the root causes of conflict hindered the country's progress. Continuing conflict in eastern DRC. The eastern provinces, particularly North and South Kivu, remained hotbeds of conflict. Numerous armed groups, some with ties to neighboring countries, continued to operate in these regions, contributing to a cycle of violence that defied easy resolution. Humanitarian crises and disease outbreaks. The DRC faced recurrent humanitarian crises, exacerbated by ongoing conflict and poor infrastructure. Outbreaks of diseases such as Ebola added another layer of complexity, straining the already fragile healthcare system. Recent developments and persistent challenges, 2018-2023. As of 2023, the DRC continues to grapple with a multitude of challenges, with some recent developments offering glimmers of hope amid enduring complexities. Political transitions and fragile stability. Political transitions in recent years, including the election of President Félix Tshisekedi in 2019, raised expectations for change. However, navigating the intricacies of a deeply divided political landscape, Tshisekedi faces the formidable task of fostering stability and addressing long-standing issues. Economic challenges and resource management. Despite its wealth in natural resources, the DRC's economy faces persistent challenges. The extractive industry, central to the nation's economy, remains susceptible to corruption, and the benefits of resource wealth have yet to reach many citizens. Regional dynamics and ongoing involvement. Neighboring countries, particularly Rwanda and Uganda, still wield influence in the DRC's affairs. Addressing the roots of regional tensions and preventing external interference remains a crucial aspect of achieving lasting stability. Humanitarian and environmental concerns. Humanitarian challenges persist, with displacement, food insecurity, and health crises affecting large segments of the population. Additionally, environmental degradation from resource extraction poses long-term risks to both the population and the DRC's unique ecosystems. Conclusion. Towards sustainable peace. The Democratic Republic of the Congo's trajectory from 1990 to 2023 reflects a complex interplay of historical, political, economic, and regional factors. The legacies of conflict, characterized by human suffering, displacement, and economic struggles, persist despite intermittent periods of relative stability. Addressing the intrigues of the DRC requires a multifaceted approach. Political solutions must be accompanied by efforts to promote good governance, ensure equitable resource management, and foster regional cooperation. The international community's role, including the United Nations and regional organizations, remains pivotal in supporting the DRC's path towards sustainable peace and development. As the DRC continues its journey, the global community's commitment to understanding and addressing the intricacies of its conflicts will be crucial in shaping a more stable and prosperous future for this vast and resource-rich nation. Cha. T.